Okay, so I'm going to start this off by asking a simple question. What, according to you, is adventure? Or what are the thoughts that come to your mind when I say the word adventure? There would be XYZ kind of specific thoughts going through your mind, and in the course of this video, I'm going to try to help you go beyond those limited thoughts and think of adventure in a broader perspective. Well, for most of us, or commonly, adventure is something exciting that usually involves risk or danger or a life or death situation. It is said to be an elevated feeling when all that adrenaline rushes through your body. Adventures, or probably an adventure sport. An adventure sport which gives you butterflies in your stomach, or gets your heart racing, or chills through your body, and you feel exhilarated. This is the basic idea of adventure. Now let's put these thoughts on hold and think of it in a different direction. In my opinion, adventure doesn't always have to include jumping off an airplane. The bucket list of an adventurer doesn't always have to include diving in the deep blue sea, or trekking through the Amazon jungle, or bungee jumping off a bridge. According to a study, the psychology behind thrill seekers or adventurers is that these individuals do not like the concept of being stuck in a routine. They seek sensations. They want to pursue new and different sensations, feelings, experiences, etc. They chase fulfillment and desired memories. In order to fulfill these sensations, one doesn't always have to look towards risk and danger. There are many other ways through which these feelings can be equally fulfilled, and done so in a more efficient and long-lasting manner. Say, for example, you decide to take a vacation to Maldives, and you say, in order to make my life adventurous, I'll take up an adventure sport and do scuba diving. The course of scuba diving will be for 1 week, 1 month at most. But after that, you're going to start living your ordinary life again. Why is it that we take adventure and vacation or a getaway on parallel lines when we can take adventure and your daily life routines simultaneously? Adventure can be gained by simply looking at the world in a different perspective, even if you've seen it 1,000 times before. It is choosing to see the beauty in the ordinary and learning different ways on how to do that differently. Adventure is the ability to challenge your inner beliefs when it is expected out of you. It is stepping out of your comfort zone and doing something that you usually do not do. From helping an unknown person on the streets or striking a conversation with a stranger. Well, at this very moment, I'm living a different kind of an adventure. My daily routine involves waking up in the morning, studying a little bit, going to school, coming back from school, doing a little bit of Netflix and chill, eating dinner, and sleeping. But today, I stepped out of that routine, did something I usually do not do, and went beyond my comfort zone. Here are a few ways through which you can make your life adventurous. You can take a different route or new means of transport to your school place or workplace. You can uncover your forgotten skills. You can unearth your hidden talents. Or you can probably take up a new sport or a new hobby. You can make the first move, or you can break the icing. You can just spice up your routine a little bit by trying out a different meal from time to time, from ordering your coffee in a different way, or something as simple as just trying out a new look from time to time. Adventure, after all, adventure can be gained by breaking through the stereotypes with which we have been brought up in our typical Indian society. A woman's economically productive role as opposed to her reproductive role should be equally emphasized. Why is it that a woman is considered to be empathetic or emotional, accommodative, and a man is considered to be self-dependent, aggressive, and reliable, etc.? My last point on adventure is that our first mistake was to try and define it, to give it a structure in objective forms, when the very characteristic of adventure is that it is subjective. It differs from person to person. One's perspective of adventure can be completely different from the person sitting next to him or her. Say, for example, a tourist eating strange Chinese street food would be an adventure for him, whereas for a local sitting right next to him eating the same food would be quite normal or a part of his daily life. An adventurous life is worth developing because it helps you gain experiences. If you don't let yourself out of the safety and security of your comfort zone, you will be stuck within the monotony of that very comfort zone. One should live life, one should take every day in an adventurous manner. Whether it is you're trekking through the Sahara Desert, you're growing an enterprise, you're teaching children on the, at a school, or you're chasing your kids down the hall. Choose to look at every day with a sense of marvel and excitement. So for all those who said adventure is only for the ones that dive into the deep sea or jump off a cliff, hear this: adventure is a choice that is born from curiosity.